Good evening, members of Spiritual Cryptid Encounters. Welcome to Werewolf Wednesday. I'm your host, HCS. For those who follow on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, your stream, and for those who follow my show on TikToks under HCS895. How's everybody doing this evening? I hope everybody is doing well. Um, I don't know how long I'll be live on tonight. I'm not feeling too good tonight. So let me share this out real quick to the groups that allow me to share on Facebook. There we go. We're all shared out, brothers and sisters. How you doing, Yizamizzle? How you doing tonight? I hope you're doing well. It's for me. I'm not feeling too well. I don't know if it's allergies. Uh, I'm trying to hang in there. It's been trying to. It's been getting me all day. I'm thinking it's allergies. Been having like a dizziness, like a headache and a little bit of feeling lightheaded somewhat. Matter of fact, I dozed off on the couch. I was waiting to go live at 11. I woke up, and I took some medication, because I wasn't feeling well. It relaxed me some, but I'm still feeling certain kind of way. But you know how this old saying goes: the show must go on. So here I am. Okay, let me see what I can do. Uh, I am gonna try to find a co-host, one of the werewolf co-hosts. See if I can find him. Yes, sometimes it's hard for me to find the co-host. Let me look through here, see what I can do. So how you doing, brother Yizmizzle? How you doing today, man? Uh, I'm gonna shoot a link to you if you want to jump on. Said I'm not feeling too well. Uh, Maybe you could jump on and help me here tonight. No, while I look for this picture and stuff. if you want to join. I'll drop the link right now. There we go. I'm going to look for this picture of the co-host, but I'll keep an eye on here if you can join. If not, that's I understand. Yeah, man, I've been feeling pretty bad all day with this. Uh, I don't know. It's not a migraine. It's just pressure pressure on the head, on the side. Uh, I said a little bit of dizziness and stuff like that. I don't know if it's allergies or what it is that's going on, but especially I believe there's some bad things in the air right now. So we're going to tie bind and rebuke that in Jesus Christ's name. If there's any unclean spirits or negative energies around, welcome in my vessel. Welcome in my household. We tie bind and rebuke in Jesus Christ's name. That's what I'll say right now. Uh, so let me see if I can find these photos, brothers and sisters. Maybe, yeah, man, it's trying to get the best of me, but yeah, it's kind of like messing up with my concentration and stuff like that. Let me look for this picture. Okay, I'll do something a little bit different tonight. I do got something I want to share with y'all. Uh, I drew a sketch a long time ago. Um, when I witnessed something, I know it's Werewolf Wednesday. Uh, I had noticed something during the day when I used to live in Elms Grove, where I seen my blinds were up, and I seen somebody come and stand by my window, and they were looking inside my bedroom, and when I looked, it looked like what seemed to be a woman, but the face was black, and uh, there was a crack on the face, and you could see like fire, and the eyes were yellow. I drew a sketch of that. I don't know. I'm gonna share here with y'all. It's a sketch that I drew of what I witnessed. I try to. I'm not a good artist, but I did it to the best of my ability. But I'm gonna show you how it looked. You know, when we talk about the DDN, the Gen, you know, witches, warlocks, uh, all that has to do with witchcraft and necromancy. But I'm gonna share the photo that I drew a long time ago. Okay. Okay, there's the photo. Let me see if I can make it. That's as big as it's gonna get. That's the image that I seen. She was wearing uh, like a cloak, uh, like a blackish, grayish cloak, and her face was all black, like it was burnt, and her eyes were yellowish, dark yellowish, and she had a crack that ran down her face, and she was looking at me, through my window. That's the best. I mean, that's the sketch that I drew of what I seen. So I'm just putting out the sketch for those. There's an old sketch that I drew of what I seen during the day, looking in my window. You know, uh, whatever it was. It was in the form of a woman, and she was looking through my window when I lived in Elms Grove. How you doing, Real MMA? How you doing, brother Joel Burgess? How you doing? So I'm gonna go look for the co-host Werewolf Wednesday, Cocaine Werewolf right now. See if I can find him. So I'm just sharing the sketch, what I drew. There's brother Yizamizzle. How you doing, brother Yizamizzle?
How's it going, Abe? Thanks for having me.
Yeah, there's an old drawing that I drew. When I would see things, I would try to draw a sketch of what I would witness, right? When it was fresh in my memory, I would draw sketches of my encounters, especially the ones that I couldn't record or take a picture because it happened so fast. But this is a sketch of one of them, of the entities, one of the entities of Elms Grove Estates, which was a woman, looked like a woman, but with a burnt face, like dark yellowish eyes, a little bit reddish, but more like a fiery and a crack, and looked like lava in the face. You know where this entity came from, or the manifestation it took. Uh, I just drew what I witnessed, and this is what she was wearing: some kind of cloak of some sort, or like a robe, but you could see the face and everything. But it was dark black. The face was burnt, literally like crispy, like burnt. There was a crack from the forehead that ran all the way down the side. That looked like fire or lava in the face, and the eyes were just dark, yellowish, and a little bit of red in them. And she was looking at me. So I prayed against. Started saying the Our Father. When I said the Our Father, she just vanished. How you doing, Sister Edna Wilson? How you doing, cousin Jesse? Hope you're doing great. I know it's World Wednesday. I just wanted to. I found this image that I had drawn a long time ago, so I just decided to share it with y'all. Uh, and she was kind of like, I guess, one of a kind because I witnessed people, the people on the front lines when I was out there in Operation Desert Storm, of the Gen, how it looked, and when it would possess or take over a body, how the individual's eyes were. They had like a yellow glare in their eyes. But this one, you could literally say the face was burnt, and it had those eyes just like that. And I don't know if you can see it if you were to do a close up of the how the face looked. You'll be able to see the line that I drew. I'll try to make a close up of it in a moment. How you doing, Stormy? How you doing, Sister Madeline Shap? Let me see if I can take a close up of that face that I drew, so you can see. I think I try to work on the face some. Let me see what I can do here real quick. I'm trying to figure out how I shared this picture. Yeah, like I said at the beginning of the show, I'm not feeling too well right now. I don't know if it's allergies or what, but I was having a lot of, I don't know, it could be the allergies, a lot of pain on my head, and just a lot of feeling lightheaded. How you doing, cousin Jesse? You want
Okay,
to jump on, cousin? I'll drop the
my
link.
computer
You want
froze.
to jump on, or if you just want to chill in the lobby, that's fine too.
Yeah, my computer froze. I don't know what happened there. Can you hear
It
me?
froze. Yeah, I can
Yeah,
hear you.
I was just sitting here and then it was just me on here, but I didn't see you, and then I saw my internet connection was off. I had a hard reset my computer. Don't know what that was about.
A heart reset.
Yeah, I had to do a hard reset. I had to hit the or hold down the power button for 5 seconds because it wouldn't do it. Like the mouse was frozen and everything too.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's some juju in the air, man.
Yeah,
Like,
because it doesn't usually happen like that. That's a first for here for this show.
yeah, there's definitely something in the air. I know my eyes have been itching. I've been taking my allergy medicines, but man, today I've been feeling a lot of my head hurting real bad all day. Even and then it took me some. I said, okay, let me pop some called Benadryl pills, like for allergies. Besides, I already took my regular pills like Certec in the morning, and I took a little bit more, and it made me doze off. That's why I was running late. I was asleep. It made me doze off. Maybe that's why I was feeling a little bit lightheaded too. Let me see. I can crop this image here. Yeah, man. I don't know, something in the air. Definitely something in the air. I've been feeling a little bit like that, and my stepson's been feeling the same way.
Yesterday I had a
Allergy.
little headache and sniffles,
Yeah,
but I'm making sure I'm getting my right nutrients from food. So thankfully, just a little bit of sleep helped kick that.
what I did notice though this morning, there was a lot of chemtrails in the air.
Yeah, that happened on Sunday, and then yesterday on Tuesday we had rain. It's always the same pattern like that. We get chemtrails, and then at least between a day or two later, we start getting storms. We had some thunderstorms overnight on Tuesday. It's just strange. And then the temperature dropped, and there were no chemtrails in the sky today, thankfully. It's like they take a few days off. I wonder if People are saying that the government shutdown stopped a lot of the chemtrails from going, but I think there's some private ones that fly around and do it anyway before like certain expected weather. I can't say for sure though.
Yeah, you see how it was when I started the show, brother. I've been out of it, man. Like in a daze, because that's the word I'm looking for when you feel like in a daze and stuff. Then you see all the craziness that's happening on Facebook. We seen somebody had a meltdown today on Facebook. I don't know if anybody's aware of the meltdown that a certain
No.
individual had. Uh, I seen it. I seen it through PRT News. A certain individual had a meltdown and started burning all. They started burning all the merchandise that was given to him by PRT, and he started burning every single piece of merchandise he had, saying he was cleansing his home, getting rid of the negative stuff. You know, that's
Oh,
what he was
Mr.
saying he was
Roach man?
doing. Was that?
Was it Mr. Roach?
No, it was Mr. Farton. Farton, Mr. Farton.
Mr.
He
Fart.
had a meltdown and was talking all kinds of crap. And you know, when you burn things like that, man, that's a terroristic threat. What do you think?
Yeah,
Especially if it's got somebody's name and you're talking about somebody, and we know who PRT represents. That's a terroristic threat. You know, don't want to be talking bad about me. You know, I should have hashtagged the he'll hillbilly have eyes fire department, so they can go shut down the fire he was causing out there in the sticks where he lives.
who would
He was burning.
purchase merchandise just to later on burn it? Like you're just burning your own money at that point.
But no, the thing is, um, the merchandise was given to him. It was free.
Oh, that's almost worse.
He didn't pay for the merchandise, not a single penny. Uh, he burned his blessing. Brother Josh blessed him with the merchandise.
Yeah, that's the perfect way to
Blessed him
say
with the
it.
merchandise. I mean, you know, that guy's a freeloader, anyways. He's a freeloader. I mean, Brother Josh even gave him the red carpet. Uh, house. He stayed with Brother Josh Turner for I don't know how long he was over there in Austin with him. But everything that he had, he got blessed with it. How you gonna burn? I understand maybe if you paid for it, then you're making a statement. But you know, like when people burn the jerseys of the football teams, and you know, when people get traded or whatever. But I understand if you pay for it, the merchandise. But I know you didn't pay for it. That the merchandise was free. So you're literally making yourself look bad. Uh, a blessing, a blessing, merchandise. For example, I got blessed this by Paranormal Roundtable. That blessed me. That blessed my wife with a koozie, and I have a shirt that I got blessed with. My brother Josh Turner, you know, he blessed me. And you know, when something's given to you as a blessing, that's what it is. And I keep it in my house. You know, this guy he went off the rocker saying that the merchandise was cursed and all this, and he was getting rid of it. So I got it right here, and I don't feel no bad juju in any kind of way from Paranormal Roundtable merchandise. Like I said, I got the shirt. I got a shirt also that they blessed me with. It's just ridiculous, man. These people, I don't know what kind of statement they're trying to make, but The best thing I can say to them is grow the fuck up and get a life. Yeah, that's a terroristic threat, by the way. When you're burning somebody's picture or their face or something that represents them, and you're burning it, that's a terroristic threat. What do you think? Use a missile?
Yeah, because you're
See
telling
that terroristic
you're
threat?
you're sending a message with that. You're saying
Exactly.
uh, it's just so silly.
Yeah, there's somebody that's here copying my logo, so uh, let me send him on his merry way. They're already infiltrating because of what I'm saying. They had my logo of spiritual encrypted encounters. So I sent them on the merry way, and I'm fixing to do it over here on Facebook. Yeah, I mean, I understand if the guy paid for the merchandise or whatever, then. But when somebody blesses you with something, it's given to you for free. I mean, you're really not making a statement. The only statement you're making is you're a freeloader that don't appreciate when somebody blesses you with something. Sometimes you can get your way in life and throwing a fit and burning things that people bless you with. That's kind of childish to me. This is an old man, man. I don't know how old is he? Like, I think he's like 85. I don't know how old he is. I mean, he might have
Dang,
dementia. He's an old fella.
I'm just surprised he can use social media. My
Yeah, he
grandfather's
made a
around the
video
same
live,
age. He
man.
doesn't want anything to do with the computer.
He made a live earlier, I guess, and was burning all the merch that he was blessed with. So I mean, this guy is he thinks he's a shit. He thinks he's that he's uh the cryptic community's gift to the cryptic community as like he's a main cryptic guy, you know. Like I said, I don't know. All I know is this, if you think that way, I'm just here to let you know, then you really must be fucking nuts because of what I witnessed of the cryptids. It's more of a spiritual aspect out of it, that they're spirits. So if you would have come up with that, but I think he calls them inhumanoids, right? That's what he calls them, inhumanoids. But it's more spirit. Yeah, that's what they are. So let me share a picture, a close up of the face. I mean, of this picture right here before I continue. Yeah, man, it's like golly, so many things happening here in this world, and somebody throwing a tantrum and calling out people, making threats. Freaking ridiculous, man. These people don't know when to stop. It's like what was the name of the song back in the day? It's my birthday and I cry if I want to, cry if I want to. That's those people, man. If they don't get their way, they throw a fit and they start crying. They try. We're going to burn all this merchandise and we're going to send a message. We're going to send a message. Well, there's my merchandise. I ain't going to burn it. There you go. Sure, I might just wear it for the remainder of the show. There you go. Let's take a close look at that Paranormal Roundtable merch. I'll put it on. I'll leave it on for a little bit, just so I hope you don't get triggered and go off burning all, start a fire in your mobile home. I think he was mad because he wanted Brother Josh Turner to pay his taxes for his home. That's what he wanted, and he didn't, and he got pissed off. And ever since he didn't pay his taxes for his house, he threw a fit and just started talking bad about Paranormal Roundtable. Brother Josh Turner, you know, 'cause that's what a mush is. He's a musher, you know. He likes to mush, and all these people that are coming up against him, they're all mushers. The guy Clough, Fat Titty Clough, that's what they call him. He was a musher. He was mushing off of them. They were helping him out because he said he was trying to make extra money. They opened up their house to him and stuff. And I know he was staying with them because I went to Austin and met him up at a restaurant. Me and my wife, and Fat Titty Clough was right there with him. You know, even then, Brother Josh, you know, was showing them hospitality and blessing them. And those are the same people that he blessed that turned their back on him and trying to give him paint him to be a bad guy. You know, he was staying for free there. He wasn't paying nothing. It's just crazy, man. Beyond the Box is a image of a woman that I captured in Elms Grove Estates. Um, I was trying to do the close up of the face. I drew this sketch of what I witnessed one afternoon, where something came into my yard and it stood right there by my window, looking inside my room. Her face was all black, like dark black, like a burnt face, and she had a yellow mark going from the forehead all the way down. It was like a crack, and you could see like fire. Then the eyes were yellowish, dark yellowish, and a little bit of reddish in them. She was looking at me, so I just drew a sketch. It's an old sketch from a long time ago. So basically, what he was saying he was doing is getting rid of all the cursed items from Paranormal Roundtable. Like, you know, that's what he was saying. That's what he was doing. To me, he was just making an ass out of himself. I mean, frick, if you don't like something that somebody gave you, just throw it in the trash. You know, why do you have to try to make a statement of something, especially when somebody done blessed you, let you stay there for free? You were there working on a book, and they were letting you stay there at their home and all that. And, you know, it's just people that don't are unappreciative. You know, it's kind of like you, brother, Yizamizzle, that you stayed at the ranch over there with your friends, and you know you're not doing anything like that with Sister Susie and stuff like that. You know, when somebody done blessed you, you know, you're not gonna say nothing bad about them because they blessed you.
Yeah, like Susie didn't have to invite me and my uncle onto the property,
Yeah,
but she
that's
did,
what
and
I'm
she was
saying.
very thankful for having us as company, and we helped resolve a negative situation that developed while we were on our way there, technically. Like she felt like she was cornered into a situation where she had to help someone, but turned out it might have been a spy. Like the guy was saying he was a secret agent and shit.
Well, that's what happened to her, right? The guy that he was staying there, he
He
was
just
doing a he was
he
doing
pulled in,
a Cuffington. He was supposed to be there for one day, right? Or what's the story on that?
he just showed up with his trailer and he's like, "Yeah, I need a place to stay." And then he started moving his stuff into Susie's house and her guest house where her son was staying. And then her son's cat was getting all fidgety with the guy around. Like the animals can sense people's intentions, but it's like professional grifter just going from place to place. He was thinking stuff up. There was a whole thing with like feces and flies. He was washing his clothes all the time.
Wow.
So like we were wondering, was he like incontinent? like he couldn't hold his stool, and that's why he was washing the clothes all the time. Because he stayed in the horse trailer for a night where like it has a bed and kitchen and everything, and he made a mess of that, and there were flies everywhere. It's like, where did the
Wow.
flies come from? Like that's demonic. If you think about it, like she said, there were
Pestilence. Yeah.
hundreds of flies. But she's like, let me go introduce you. Let me introduce you to him, and let's see what the vibe check is. And he laser focused on me. He didn't give any care to my uncle. Like he just said hi to him, but then he's like, "Oh, you really here because you're watching wrestling?" I'm like, "Yeah, yeah. We're on the way back home. We were down in Arlington, and now we're up near Texarkana. We're on our way home. Just stopping by to say hi to Susie for a night or two. It ended up being 2 nights, but that was like my only interaction with the guy. But he kept pressing me why I was there. I'm like, I already told you, and that was like cross examination. And he introduced himself as a secret agent. So it's like, all right,
What
Mr.
the hell?
Austin Powers. He thinks he's James Bond, but he's actually Austin Powers. That's what I told Susie.
That's crazy.
And thankfully, the other one of the other guys that kind of has a residency on Susie's ranch, he went and confronted this guy and is like, "You got to you got to get out of here. No more taking up all the resources, running electric up to who knows how much. He probably added a few $100s to the electricity bill just running the washer all the time. And then he was eating all the food. I compared this guy to the Men in Black dude that the alien crashed on his farm and then the alien skinned him and put the skin on. I need water.
Yeah.
I need sugar water.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because
But, the roach one.
yeah, yeah, the roach alien. Because he
Yeah,
had
yeah, but the roach alien that lives in Oklahoma.
like Susie doesn't eat meat, so like whenever they pick up meat, they just throw it in a freezer, and then if the dog, because she has like 20 dogs, if they need food, she just thaws out the meat and then cooks it and gives it to the dogs. He ate the entire freezer of meat within days,
Wow.
and they're like, "What the? Like, what does he have? Like a vortex portal in his stomach? Like, where's all that food going?" So he was just consuming all of her resources, and yeah, my visit helped get the confrontation of having him leave. She's like, if I didn't show up, that probably would have lasted even longer. It was trying to take. It was weird. He said that he knew the previous tenant that was on Susie's property, that Penny L.A. Shepherd. He said he knew her. So did she send him over there to spy on Susie? And we were also thinking Penny was trying to eventually steal Susie's identity, is that she has a really large property. We were saying like who knows? She could have just was planning to off Susie and then pretend she was Susie, claim ownership of the property, bury her
Wow.
somewhere in the middle in the forest. No one would know, right?
It's crazy.
It is. So like I'm just glad that Susie's not in that situation anymore. She's a very godly person, and these demons try to take advantage of her, try to take her out. But she's well protected. So I think part of that protection was having me and my uncle stop by and save her from that situation. And then we saw all those lights in the sky too that were imitating planes, but they were appearing and disappearing. So this image that you have up here, that's something you saw personally.
I do a sketch of it. No, of course, it's an old sketch. So the yellowish is where the eyes, the eyes and the face was burnt, and she was looking at me through my window in Elms Grove, and then she just disappeared. I just drew a sketch of her, how she looked, because it was a female. I could tell it was a female. And she had a crack that ran from the forehead all the way down the side of the face. And you could see like fire, like a flame, or like lava, on her face. I don't know what kind of demon it was, but to me it was a demon in nature, because you could see the fire or inside the skin or inside the vessel, or whatever manifestation she was taking. I know there's succubus or incubus that can look like that, or uh, what it was, but I know it was a female because it looked like a female. So I was just sharing that. I was trying to find a cocaine werewolf. Let me see if I can find them. Yeah, but then he finally left right after how long being there?
Several months he was there. I think it was like a month and a half to 2 months he was there by the time I showed up. So he had gone from staying in his car to then staying in the horse trailer, and then he moved into the guest house. He was just like creeping into Susie's life. And Susie didn't share it with Brenda at first, I think. She kept it kind of secret. Otherwise, Brenda would have been like, "What are you doing? He knows Penny. Get him out of there."
There's another one right there. Another manifestation, possibly a shapeshifter skinwalker, since he's wearing a necklace around his neck. It looks like pieces of teeth of an animal around his neck as an amulet or necklace.
Yeah, see that. It has ears too, yeah.
Yeah,
I would have never looked into photographs like this if I hadn't been shown your channel here from Brenda. Because I would most times say that this is pareidolia, where it's like the mind is creating images for you to find. But you have
yeah,
so many of these, and they're
yeah,
very close. Some of them are very distinct.
yeah.
So, like you can't get a lot of good captures. What? Why do you think that they show themselves to you?
It's because they have to identify themselves through spiritual law, what they are. Through spiritual law, we're children of the light. So if we're children for the light, then we should have the ability to ID them, whether it be spiritually or physically. But when there's so many of them, and you're using your senses, you're feeling everything. When you're using your senses, you're sensing them around you, you're hearing them. At times you might see them, but there's times that you don't see them, but you can feel them spiritually around you. So what I would do when I was feeling spiritually, and that would make the presence known. For example, uh, you hear some movement in the woods, like somebody's walking or coming towards you, running towards you. Sometimes you will hear something growl at you, and you're looking from the direction where the disembodied growl came from, but there's nothing there. You're not able to see it, but you're sensing something. So I say, okay, let me move the camera around. Maybe the camera will capture something. And I will move it to where I was sensing something or hearing something, and I will capture the images. The one I had to get rid of was I heard something growl, like maybe right there, like right beside me, man. Like right there beside me. I took a photo of where I heard the growl, and I'm still standing there in that path where I heard the growl. Is during the day or late afternoon, and it when it appears, the picture appears. Well, the demon appeared there also. His face with his mouth open, where it growled at me, and you could see a bunch of teeth in there, man. But you could literally tell that it looked like a demon. So I looked and I started praying to Our Father because it was right there by me, and he was like literally looking at me. So I prayed against it, shut off my phone, tossed it into the woods, man, because he captured a demonic being or a demon in the photograph, and I wasn't even about to take that picture to my house. That's how should I say, how bad it looked. That I wasn't gonna allow that the evil that was trapped there, which this could be fall in the same category, right? Well, you should have seen how he had his mouth open, like it wanted to bite my head off. Just put it that way. So that kind of freaked me out when I seen it. I wasn't afraid because I went to prayer, but I shut off the phone and I just tossed it, man. Tossed it into the woods. I know that phone is somewhere out there, but I'm not going to go look for it. What would you done if you would have caught an image like that, man? And you're out there in the middle of the woods. Would you save the picture? I mean, I don't know. I just did what I felt that my spirit told me to do is get rid of it, So I launched it. It looked
I
freaked out? I
probably,
know. I think
I would
which
probably
creature it
keep
is.
it. Like, unfortunately, I would probably keep it because when I'm doing photography like that, it's with my good camera.
I
So
think I
like, I'm
have
not
a
gonna ditch a
picture.
like maybe I if it was really really bad, I would ditch the SD card.
Yeah, man.
But I
This
haven't
was,
encountered something like that, thankfully.
man. If I would have kept that camera with that picture, man, it was freaking freaked out. All the teeth that he had, man. He had his mouth open, but he was looking at me. The way he was looking at me, like it's right there beside me, man.
Have you ever gone in there with like film cameras?
Yeah, camcorders, the old camcorders.
Yeah.
I have about one to record just to see if I captured anything, and I had like 3 battery packs. I would charge the battery packs overnight, and they'll be ready to go. Right, all in the green. I go in there, start recording. Battery gets drained. I take the battery pack off, put another one, drained. All of my battery packs will be drained. So yeah, something was definitely draining the battery packs. It was blowing up the cell phones. Like it will crack the lenses, the camera
Oh,
lens. It would crack. They were crack. Sometimes the batteries will blow up on them, like literally explode. They will explode. The smoke was coming out of the phone.
wow.
That's how crazy the activity was there in that location. It didn't want me to take pictures or record in that location.
Yeah, the longer I look at this photo, I see all like shading and detail of the head.
Yeah, yeah,
Like one of
it's
those
that.
like magic pictures you have to cross your eyes to see it, but not
Yeah,
really. Just the
let
longer
me
you
let me.
look at it,
What I can do is do a close up of the face.
yeah, go for it.
Let me see if I can find it. I have to search for it again.
Yeah, the only battery draining experience I had was over in the woods by Bachelor's Grove across the way. and they were brand new batteries for flashlight. And I did the same thing. I emptied the drained ones and put fresh ones in, and it drained as well.
Yeah.
So, and it was in a very dark part of the woods, right before a clearing, and this was at night because I was being stupid in my late teens doing that shit. I was actively going out looking for trouble, and trouble did find me. I think I told you one of those times I went down there, I had told my mother that I was going to the movies with my friends, and we went out to Midlothian to go ghost hunting at Bachelor's Grove. And on the way back, right by the first intersection, I thought it was a red, or I thought it was a green light, but it was actually red. So I was like far back enough, I saw it was green, and then I took just one moment away from looking at the road, and I turned back, and it's red, and there's cars in the intersection, and I ended up hitting, I think, 3 cars, but the first car wasn't at the scene. It left a trail of like, there was like the car must have had trash in the back, because that car should have been totaled. It shouldn't have been able to drive away. But the police report only said 3 cars were present. There was a 4th car, the first one that I hit, that got most of the damage, that totaled my car.
There's the
And
close
there
up
were
of the flip.
sorry, like there were stories of like phantom ghost cars around that area, and looking back at that, how could that car have driven away from that bad of an accident? I just really don't understand that. And thankfully, everybody, because I had a full car, I had 3 friends in the back and one in the passenger seat. Everybody, including myself, were okay. Thankfully, we didn't. None of us had to go to the hospital. But it was one of those freak moments where like, you got to pay attention to the road. This was like well before you had like good cell service in the middle of nowhere. So like phone texting while driving really wasn't a thing yet. It was like
Yeah.
2006, I think, maybe fall 2005. But it was wild because I was always adamant there was a 4th car. There was one that I hit first that disappeared from the scene or drove off. It was only later where I was making the connection. Maybe it was a phantom car. But that stopped me from going out there because I lost my wheels. I couldn't drive anywhere anymore. And then I've gone back since then, and no activity. I met the one unofficial caretaker that took his life a few years back now.
Wow.
Pete Crapia, because he was running the YouTube channel for Bachelor's Grove, and he was talking about how he was going to divulge some of the secrets that he's uncovered from there. But the farthest he went with that was saying that he had encountered like interdimensional beings that were humanoid, and they wanted him to go with them, essentially. So I wonder if that they eventually convinced him to go with them. He took his life that way. I don't know what the situation was with that, but nobody knew about it online until about a year after the fact.
That's what demons do, man. They manipulate the person, thinking it's something, and then just like they try to do to me, they give them an option. They threaten them. They say, okay, uh, we just want you to do one thing for us. We just
I
want you
want to say,
to take your life. If you take your life, we won't mess with the rest of your family members. Just take your life. They threaten you that way. And a lot of people, because they think that they're protecting their family, they follow the orders that is given to them. Right? That's what they do because they start thinking about their next of kin and all that. But that's not good, man. That's a form of possession. That's what they do. I know when they told me that, I said, first of all, God is with me. My family is being protected through Jesus Christ. I take authority over you, but tie bound and rebuke in Jesus Christ's name. When I was told this, they took manifestation in my room. They showed themselves to me. Before that, they showed me where they come from a location in hell where they call themselves they said that each one of them has a name, but they are known as a tormentors. That's what they are. That they torment the souls of evil people, where their flesh comes off. It's like everlasting torture. And this one they told me what they told me, and I rebuked them in Jesus Christ's name. Tie bound and rebuke them in Jesus Christ's name. I don't care what names they're called. I have the opportunity. We have the opportunity to make it into the kingdom of heaven. They don't. You know.
I want to say,
Yeah, they show me images of the people that were torturing. You can see lava, fire. I mean, all kinds of fire, and these cages with spikes and souls being tortured, and I mean, all kinds of freaking different knives that would cut the people's flesh off and skin them alive, and all kinds of things. But I rebuked all that in Jesus Christ's name.
Brenda says she sees several faces here. I do too. There's like a white face on the left side. There's a smaller black face in the middle of the one with the ears.
I could put the other one, the big picture up. I mean, I just trying to show you the close up of this one. The eyes and nose, the mouth open.
Yeah,
And here's a
I see
necklace.
that.
There's the necklace. Looks like teeth.
Wow.
I mean, let me put the original one. It's this one. This is the original. Yeah, a lot of activity there.
I just want to speak out loud now that I hope Pete Crapia is resting in the spiritual realm, that he's at peace. I don't feel comfortable talking about that all the time, but whenever I bring it up, I feel like it's a little bit taboo. But you opened me up to talking about a lot of this stuff here, because I was never inclined to post anything about it on my channel. But I've opened that up now. Like, I want to get all of my different photographs and video together from that location and share like the orbs that I've captured. There's a few blue orbs that I've gotten, but yeah, Dick Richards was saying about like the Grove is an evil power center with like a witch's circle. They had the seances there too. I had never ran into one, but I've heard the stories of it, like with the cloaks. Somebody actually saw one of the cloaks. Someone visited their house and saw it. So I'm just glad I was never stumbling upon any of that stuff. So it probably would have been a bad time.
I have another photo I'm going to share right now, man, of this thing. I don't know if it's, like you say, pareidolia, but there was something that an image I got from a distance. I didn't go near the woods. I was able to move the camera so it could zoom in. So I captured something. I just don't know if it's something or not, but I'm going to share it with y'all in a moment. I'm working on it right now. This is from about 3 weeks ago when me and my brother went to go investigate uh, the area where we caught the rider. That something was in front of him. This is from that location. I'm going to work on the photo right now. Just trying to get a little bit closer, so we can zoom in. How you doing, Darren? Yeah, I had something weird happen to me. Also, it's just, we're talking about thunder gods. Like he's talking about thunder gods. I was wearing this pendant, and it's got like a little hammer on it, and he had because I wore it to Werewolf Wednesday. Let me see. I don't think I got it here with me right now. Let me see if I got it in here or not. Here you go. You see this pendant here? Let me do a close up of it. This pendant here, it's got two wolves. It's got a little hammer. See the hammer?
Hmm.
Well, I bought this necklace and I was wearing it, and my doorbell rang, and there was this big old uh, African American standing in front of my door. I had this necklace and all kinds of other necklaces around my neck. And when I opened the door, he said, "I know what that is. That's the hammer of Thor." That's what he said. I recognize that. That's I guess he was into Greek mythology or something. And then he said, "Do you know that's what you're wearing around your neck?" And then just looked at him and said, "Oh, I never thought, never knew that that's what that was. And I just bought it because I do a show, a podcast for Werewolf Wednesday." I told him, and I put the chain on around my neck, and I had it for the show. Then I showed him the ring of the wolf and this other pendant that had two wolves also, and he said that the pendant and this thing was dealing with, I guess, the Greek mythology, like the god of thunder, Thor or whatever. That's what he told me. And then he just looked at me and he asked me a question. He was saying certain things, and I told him that no, and he just walked away. But what seemed weird is that he knew the first thing that came out of his mouth was about this necklace. So who was he? Was he just a random? I had never met him before in my life. Was it an individual? Was it something else pretending to be a person that they knew what? Was it a manifestation of a DDN that knew what I was wearing around my neck? So there's the pendant that I was wearing. There we go. See, I don't know, man. I found that unusual, for but there's people that are pretty intelligent like that. But I didn't know. I just thought it was a. I just bought it to wear for the show for World Wednesday. All right, let me stop sharing this one, and let me share the other photo. I don't know, man. It could be something. It might not be something, but I'm gonna share the photos that I got here. It just because I thought I seen something there. That's the only reason I, s- I'm gonna share it with y'all because I think there might be something there. Yeah, but this guy knew. I had other necklaces around me. The like the amethyst, the citrines that I wear sometimes. But he went straight, and that one was hiding behind all of those, and he was able to ID it real quick. It's like, who is this guy? Something says that Thor was a real Greek god, as much as yeah, a real Greek god. Greek mythology, right? There were so many of them, but those Greek mythology beings, those were Those were the Watchers. Am I right? The Greek mythology was the Watchers. The ones who were watching over mankind. That's who they are. Yeah, Norse, the Norse hammer or whatever. Okay, I'm gonna share this images with y'all. All right, here we go. Okay, here's here's a picture right there. One of the main photos that it's from a distance. I didn't even get close to it, but I had seen something there, and I said, well, maybe it's just the brush, you know. So let's take a closer look. Well, I hope we can make it bigger than this. Oh, wrong one. Uh, there we go. What do you think about that? Is it just a brush? I'm just putting it out there to see if anybody sees anything out of the ordinary. I don't know. I just thought that I seen something there with
No,
this
there's
image.
definitely something. I only bring up pareidolia because it's used to discredit other people,
Yeah,
and
yeah. But I think there's
you're
something
not
here.
doing anything like that though. You're actually capturing things.
Yeah,
So
yeah. You can see the eyes and like teeth on here. But like I said, I just wanted to put it out there uh, that I felt that there was something there. But I caught it from a distance. Looks like a mouth and eyes, but I don't know, man. I just wanted to share the photo just to see. Well, y'all not even seeing it. My bad. Yeah, my screen started acting up crazy now too. It's trying to boot me off. What is going on here? Uh, there we go. I'm back. It tried to boot me off.
well,
It took everything off my screen, man.
yeah, it's just showing us right now.
You don't see the viewers in the chat?
Oh, I see the chat. Yeah, chat's running. Your background's on. Like everything's there except the
Yeah,
photo
it booted
chat.
me out of Facebook.
Wow.
It literally booted me out from the image that I was trying to share. That's all right. We're fixing to put it back on. All right, here we go. Oh my God, what's going on here? Yeah, he tried to boot me out completely out of here.
Yeah, it did that to me earlier.
All right, let's go back here. Can you see it there?
Yep. Yeah, it's there.
I'm trying to share it. Yeah, it literally tried to boot me out, man. Let me try to catch up to the comments. Yeah, he threw me way back in the comments too, man. Trying to catch up to y'all. Yeah, it literally booted me out completely, and I see cousin Jesse's still here. Yeah, what do you think about that imagery right there? You know, that was one of those iffy ones, man. But I feel there's something there. That's the only reason I'm sharing it. I'll try to work on it
It,
better
it
in
looks like
photo.
we're seeing head and shoulders
Yeah,
on the left portion of the photo. No facial features, just like a silhouette.
yeah. Let me work on the photo, and I'll let real quick. Yeah, it took, but man, what's going on? It literally tried to boot me off of my live stream. I'm gonna work on it right now, see if I can get it so we can see it better. All right, let me see if I can find it. Add to it right here. Try to give it a little bit of a different color in there, just to make it stand out a little bit more. But man, it doesn't even. Yeah, it tried to boot me out of here, man. There we go. How you doing, brother Josh Turner? Hope you're doing well. I seen that you did a live earlier. Uh, I wasn't feeling too well. I think, brother, using missile scene, how was it? I was like in a daze when I started doing this show this evening, trying to get my composure back. Man, I wasn't feeling well. It took me some allergy pills and they put me to sleep. That's why I started late. But I said, might as well just do a late show. There you go. I was just sharing that picture, and you know, I do need to go investigate again in that area, but I like going by myself. But it's things can happen when you go by yourself. Okay, let me take off that picture right there, right now. Yeah, I think I got a video where I was investigating, right? Since we're talking about World Wednesday, and there was actually a real dog that came out and came at me. Like I can't remember what kind of dog it was. Let me see. I guess there was some people out there nature trail walking, and they had the dog loose, and the dog came to me. It was a pretty good sized dog. Let me see if I can find that video. Yeah, it even okay, let me see here. See what I can do. I'll see if I can find that video for y'all so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Is this it right here? Wow, what's going on here? I tried a click on the photo, and it just booted me out again. And I'm not having no connection interruption or nothing like that. That's strange. Uh,
Are we still live? Chat, let me know if it's just me. I don't know how this works. If he's gone in here, well, oh, maybe he'll pop up. Yeah, let's give him a moment. Maybe he'll come back on here. I want to say he's like still on the computer trying to get back on because something shifted. So, All right, I'm going to improv a little bit here. I picked this rock up in Wisconsin, and I've wrapped it with copper. But to me, this looks like an arrowhead, and I found it in a lake in Wisconsin. There, that's the back end of it. And I was going to make this into a necklace, but I need more copper. So I need to wrap this thing up a little bit more. And a random coin I found, stamped coin. Come on. Oh, I'm in reverse here. Oh, Brenda's here. Hello, Brenda.
Hi. What are you doing all by yourself?
I don't know. I kind of like. I'm not prepared to take the stage by myself here tonight.
Brenda, Steven, I joined you guys because I know you guys are lonely.
Yo, always.
Thank you. I'm trying to get this into focus.
Looks like a dried up walnut.
I was thinking it looked more like a pistachio. And is that a dog?
Oh yeah, looks like it's got a dog on it.
So this is called The House on the Rock. It says world's largest carousel.
Where did you find that?
I think I found it on the ground somewhere.
Good night, Jesse. Wait, how did we get pulled up here?
I clicked on the link in the chat. Here I
So did
am.
I, but how did we get pulled in if Abe's not here?
Abe could still allow things
It's a
possibly.
mystery.
Night, Jesse. Take care, man.
it's the I think Abe's platform is haunted.
Well, apparently it looks like that.
Even all the chat is being popped up on the screen.
Yeah, that's what was making me think that it was just him
Maybe there's
being
something.
kicked off, but still here.
Well, I don't know. Maybe there's something wrong with the monitor on his computer. Abe, blink twice if you need help.
What?
Night, Dick Richards. Take care, man.
Good night. Good night, Dick. See you later.
Gee, can I screen share? Let's see.
Wait, I think he's in the chat.
Yeah,
it's
he's
just
in
the
the
host.
chat.
Is that him?
Yeah, he said that's me.
But can he get back on the actual screen, like with the three of us,
I
or
don't know. Abe, can you get back? Is there something wrong? Wait. Shaking the...
Yeah,
Okay.
look at this. I'm able to screen share. What's up with that?
He said he's shaking the tree branches. Do we see him? Oh yeah, you can screen share.
we're
How
not
is
seeing?
that?
That's weird. Abe, we can't see it. The only thing we can see is the text in the chat that you're posting. We
Abe,
can't actually see you.
quit messing with me now. I see spirits all the time, and I don't even see you as whole. So come on, get back in here. Maybe his he might be having some problems with his screen. I don't
All
know.
right, hold on. I'm gonna switch up the screen share.
Abe just said he's freaking John Cena. You can't see me.
He's John Cena.
He literally just said, "I'm John Cena."
The last time is now.
So how are you doing, Brenda?
I'm doing okay. I'm doing better. So that's a good thing.
All right, that's good.
Yeah.
So this photo is the probably the most. I can't make it bigger.
What in the Sam Jimmy Crockett days is that photo? What is that?
It is apparently. Oh man, let's try to get a bigger picture of this.
I'm freaking out on how you're doing this. How are you even doing that?
I don't know.
I don't either.
So this was a photo taken back in the 90s at Bachelor's Grove Cemetery.
Whoa.
That headstone is still there. Apparently there was nobody in this photograph. It was taken in black and white 35 millimeter. This was near the edge of the film stock. So like if you take a picture, it was like off to the left corner, like where my head's at. So it wasn't even the main part of the photo. But the film negatives were inspected and it was proven to be authentic. So if this was just a wandering spirit reflecting on things,
That's what it looks like.
because this is one of the reasons why I wanted to go visit, and I'm getting chills right now just talking about this.
Yeah,
Wait.
that is a spirit. Whatever that is a spirit right there.
There
Wait,
was
is this in
nobody
Illinois
there.
or Texas?
No, it's not. That's not in Texas.
No, this is in Illinois.
Oh.
This is probably 10, 15 minutes from Tinley Park. in Midlothian.
Okay, Abe said he has a connection interrupted. He can see and hear us, but he can't run his camera on for some reason.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So that's weird.
Abe, can you still use your microphone? That is weird. Abe is with us in spirit.
Yes, he is.
In the chat. We are welcome.
Yeah, you got me, Brandon, and Steven. We got 3 random people from the chat on screen.
Oh, this is funny.
Okay, so we're going to look a little bit at Bachelor's Grove stuff right now, since that's what I was talking about earlier.
Bachelor's Grove. Elms Grove. Groves are bad, okay?
Well, apparently they are called the trees of death. Apparently.
So this is the pathway up toward, or actually I think this is going out to the street. So this is the cemetery's behind the photographer to the left, I assume.
That looks like the pathway in the back of Elms Grove, too.
And yeah, this used to be a road for vehicles, and it was decommissioned, and they built a different road to a little bit to the right of it. So this is kind of like a trail entrance, and the forest preserve maintains it somewhat, like they cut the grass and stuff. Here talking about the phantom houses.
Are the foundations of the house still in the park or no?
Yes, I believe I found it. I found the foundation, and I think I've shared it on here too.
You might have told about it, but I'm not sure if you showed any pictures, or I just forgot entirely.
Let me see if I can pull it up. One of my hard drives here. What I need to do is go through all of my hard drives and make a folder of all the Bachelor's Grove stuff.
Abe, hit your own link. Maybe it'll let you come up.
Is that even going to work?
I don't know. I do not know.
This is the creek bed. You can see this is some of the foundation of the house.
Wow.
Apparently. It could also be like a well. I don't know what the house layout was like. Just that it was a white wooden house.
You know what we could do? Everybody else in the chat can hit the link, and we can all come up here, and we'll all do a show for Abe while he's in the chat.
I'm not sure if the freaking website can handle everybody in the chat here.
It can hold at least 15, I think. Like mine can hold 15.
Does that depend on the type of subscription, like premium or something?
Oh, I don't know, because he uses Restream, so I don't know. Wait.
Abe, you're back.
Abe, welcome back.
Yay!
Oh, damn, looks like his connection's slow or something.
Yeah, I'm here. Can you
Yeah, are you on the phone?
can you hear me now?
Yes.
We can, but it's like you have a delayed connection or something. It's weird.
Yeah, I got my cell phone here.
Yeah, there is
I won't say on the sideline.
there is an echo.
There is.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
let me leave.
Don't tell me his laptop is taking a boopy.
Oh, what?
It's all because he wanted to show that one picture.
His laptop, I said, please don't tell me his laptop just shit the bed.
Oh.
Oh, Look. Oh.
That sucks.
Yeah. A lot of people leave gifts here.
And the sucks even more is that some people actually go into these cemeteries and take all that crap. For what, I have no idea.
Yeah, there's some guy that does that. Not too pleasant of a person.
Oh, well. Karma comes around. You don't steal from the dead.
Yeah,
That's
I know.
worse than stealing from the living.
Because you're just piling on like freaking karma debt, like credit card debt, which the only person who cashes in karma debt is the Almighty himself. And that's not going to be good at all.
Well, just sitting around thinking about things. That's what I would call that picture.
Yeah, you see here, this looks a little transparent to me.
Yes. Is that
But
one of the
everything else-
legs?
Yeah, it looks like she's crossing her legs. This, I don't know what it is though. Maybe that's her leg, because it's
It
coming
looks like a
down.
leg. It looks like she's wearing like a shirt, a freaking dress that ends at the tip of her knees.
Yes. And like you could see the forearms, the hands. They're shadowing on her back with the lights hitting her. The hair, you could see fine detail in the hair, but the face is blurred, which is kind of odd. But you can still see where the nose is, the mouth.
That's not really odd because a lot of sometimes spirits you don't really see their actual facial features. So because they're pretty transparent if you're looking at them. Elusive, I guess you want to say. Is that the word?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not sure. My night meds kicked in, Steve. You know how I get. How I get
Illusion works.
when those kick in. I can't speak. I can't. Oh my gosh, we gotta help Abe.
Yeah, but how? Well, unless Abe turns off the light completely and restarts it, then I'm not sure how it's going to work.
Oh, if his camera's not working, then if that's the only thing.
Well, it might be the harvest moon we had, yesterday or 2 days ago? And it's supposed to keep going. We're supposed
We may
to keep
have
the.
to divert that laptop that I'm getting back from Susie. If that was gonna go to Jesse, we might have to divert it to Abe until he gets his fixed.
Or you can just do a hard reset like Steven did on his computer to fix whatever issues he was having.
Well, I think Abe uses a laptop, not an actual computer.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, that's fair.
I think there's a difference. I don't know. Ask Steve. He knows more about computer John Rowe than I do.
I really don't know what Abe uses to stream.
Well, he says he usually uses a laptop, but what kind, I have no idea. He was never specific with it.
I'm going through my photos of Bachelor's Grove here. I'm trying to look for the House Foundation one because I was pretty sure I got it here.
That crap, Brenda just either left or she got kicked off. That's not good. Oh, she's back.
I got kicked off. I think that Abe just shut the stream down, maybe.
No, because me and Steven were still here, so I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's live.
Guys, type something in the chat so we know we're still live. Because I haven't seen the chat move.
The live timer's still rolling. Yeah, somebody say something in the chat.
Because I'm looking at it right now, and
okay,
yeah,
Leah.
yeah.
It's still running. Yeah.
Okay, I see now. Wow, this is just weird.
Yep. Everybody else was here, but Abe got kicked out.
This is Abe. You're not supposed to get kicked out of your own show. Come on.
Well, we can't really blame them, especially if the dude has like shadow demons inside the house, which isn't good. And hey, Abe,
And he's
you
look, and
commented on your own channel.
now he's in the
Cool.
chat under
Yeah.
spiritual and cryptid encounters.
So I'm trying to share a photo that I have of the same stone. I don't think Abe's able to do the screen share anymore.
I don't know what's going on.
Technical difficulties, unfortunately. Hey, Steven, have you seen what other sites that are in Illinois that are haunted aside from the groves?
On the way to Bachelor's Grove is Resurrection Cemetery. That's where they have a mausoleum, and my cousin got video of us walking in, and there was a sign that says no dogs allowed. And when we watched the video back, there was a dog bark when we walked past that sign. And there's stories of Resurrection Mary hitchhiking on the side of the road. That's a pretty popular one for Illinois.
I heard
What's the context behind Mary? Like, is there any specific story, lore?
She's waiting for a ride. She wants a ride to a dance. So people pick her up. She gets into the car, most of the times in the back seat, and they're driving with her, and then all of a sudden she just disappears.
yeah, that's the girl that she was in the car with somebody and the car crashed and she died. She was on her way home. So when she hitchhikes, she wants to go home because there's been people that have had her in the car, pulled up and knocked on the door and asked the lady, I've got your daughter in the car. And she's like, my daughter died so many years ago. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I was not aware that was in Illinois. I thought it was another state because I watched a similar story on a TV show called America Monsters and Mysteries. That apparently the mother who passed away after a number of years was also named Mary. So that was surprising. And in the show that I watched, one of the encounters that one of the people who invited Mary. Wait, no, I didn't. He was looking at Mary, but something strange happened. Most encounters, you guys said that people invite her in, she gets in. She's normally peaceful, quiet, and they try to drop her off. And one of the encounters, Mary just kept staring at one of the people. The guy got unnerved, and Mary actually started getting upset. The guy noticed her demeanor changed and said they had to leave. Apparently, as they were leaving, Mary was screaming out to come back.
Yeah, because there was two people in that car, not just one. Normally when she gets in, there's only one. But there was two people in there. That's why she was looking almost like the one guy was going to get out and let him take her home, I guess. I don't know. She was expecting an awful lot.
So the town it's in is Justice, Illinois. And the earliest accounts, one of the earliest accounts was 1939. And the location she either talks about or mentions is the O. Henry Ballroom in Willow Springs.
Oh, Abe said he wants to do he's going to reset. If he does that, it should shut everything off. So maybe if he resets and restarts the show, maybe that will work.
Yeah, so if the stream ends, just keep an eye out for Abe going live again. Oh, yeah, he's fooling around with something back here.
There he is.
He's making us all look like a bunch of screwballs.
I'll try to fit in one more story before we get cut. So Cuba Road is another location that I've gone to frequently, and that's a location where Babyface Nelson had his final moments being chased by police, and he flipped his car and died. He was one of the mobsters for Capone.
You know, my adopted father is related to Babyface Nelson.
No
Wait,
way.
did he actually get that nickname from having baby fat still on his face into adulthood, or is that just something that people just started calling him?
No, that's just they. If you have like soft facial features or stuff like that, they just call you baby face.
All right.
I think that's the whole thing. That was November 27th, 1934, and he was 25. And Cuba Road is in Wilmette, Illinois.
Do they actually have a picture of like the crash, or like how bad the crash was, what injuries he
A
died
good
of?
question. That's a really good question. Maybe the Wilmette Police Department would have it in their archives. I've never thought to look for one. There's
Because that
nothing
was
widely circulated though.
widely circulated.
There's nothing like a public like
Public record.
that Bachelor's Grove photo. That's widely circulated of the woman sitting on the stone. But I haven't seen any photographs of like the accident with Babyface Nelson. But one of the last times I went by myself, um, as I was driving down that road near the cemetery, I did notice in the area where, like, so the passenger seat where you have your feet, like on the floorboard there, I swear there was like just some dark shadow just chilling down there as I was on that road.
Oh, that's trippy.
And yeah, keep in mind I was by myself.
What
So it's
Wait,
not me trying to freak myself out. That's just something I observed. And like,
and that
man, that's dark. Like, what
and
is that?
that was in Illinois.
Yeah.
You need to
And
go
then you'll-
down there and tell those ghostly beasts to go up to the ice facility and just start running around and giving everybody wedgies that are out there protesting. Maybe they'll all run away and leave. Maybe
that
they'll get scared.
speaking of beast, whatever. Apparently, there's a huge black panther or jaguar, panther, pretty sure. Yeah, panther. Apparently, one that attacks some people. One guy who managed to escape. The only reason he even managed to survive that attack was another car was coming the other way, and the guy, I would call it divine intervention. But what was weird was, as this creature was getting away, the thing decided to walk on both two legs instead of the usual four.
Oh,
Jason H says he used to live off of Cuba Road.
there's a Cuba Road in Illinois.
I wasn't even aware of it.
That's his silent, Brenda.
Oh,
Also, Cuba.
No, that's a common mistake though for people outside of the state. So no worries.
I was born in Illinois, and I've never heard of that road. But then again, I don't really travel in my own state, so there's the.
Yeah, it's on the way up to Arlington Heights. If you were to take Milwaukee Avenue. And
wow.
that's like one of the oldest roads, Milwaukee Avenue. People would take so like the farmers would take Milwaukee Avenue into the city of Chicago to do their farmers markets. So it's like everything else around it's a grid, but Milwaukee runs like this.
Oh,
Or
wow.
really more like this if you were to look at it on a map. Like it's on an angle and everything's kind of just built around it. There's businesses all along Milwaukee Avenue and there's several cemeteries.
Hi, Jason. I wasn't sure what Jason that was. I had to look.
I'm not sure if that's the usual Jason that comes in here.
It's
Might be a new guy.
that's Jason that goes in mine and uh, Steve
Susie?
Steve shows, my shows and Steve shows.
Yeah, Abe says he's going to start back up in about 5 minutes.
Oh, okay.
All right, so yeah, everyone, just a heads up: if the stream ends, just go on to Spiritual Cryptid Encounters and just wait for Abe to restart.
Yeah, I just want I clicked on the link to say another thing about the picture that Abe was showing earlier in the stream. I saw something very similar, but there were two differences. One is that Abe got his picture. I don't remember if it was inside or outside. Pretty sure it was outside. But when I saw something similar in my house, there was it was cloaked in complete blackness, and I could only see it out of the corner of my eye because I was coming downstairs and it was like waiting for me. It looked like it was facing straight, but at the same time it was looking at me because I got that impression. And the white was like a pale white, and the eyes were just black sockets. I didn't do anything. I should have just rebuked it in the name of Christ. Something I really gotta start doing, but I didn't. When I got down to the steps, I didn't see it anymore. But I did apparently go through it, assuming it was still there. But I didn't feel anything else.
I can honestly say, well, I don't know, not a whole heck of a lot creeps me out when I walk into things like that, but I don't like things sneaking up on me. Oh, my dog's being melodramatic. Stop it.
Is that one of them?
He might be. He's a little gremlin.
What breed?
He's a Russian long-haired Chihuahua. Right now, he's laying on his side on the bed, Steve, and he's kind of rolled halfway over, like "Come rub my belly," and I'm not paying attention to him, so he's kicking his feet and sniffing and huffing at me, and then he'll stop and kick his feet again and huff at me. He's being melodramatic. He wants my attention. That's what he does.
Those small dogs that act so tough and it can be very dramatic.
Oh, he's something. He's
Oh.
that.
Speaking of other haunted locations in Illinois,
Yeah.
Sure.
Niles Historical Society, where I used to volunteer, and then I did a few paid projects for them. That building's haunted. One of the historical records, Al Capone was kept there for a night or two in the cells. The original jail cells are no longer there, but they recreated them. They put new ironclad recreation, like a recreation of it up there. So I don't know who took the originals, but the building itself, it was the first Cook County Sheriff's Office. So it had a lot of people, like bad people, running through there. It's a 3-story building. There's very limited roof access, which I had the privilege of going up there and walking around. And I went up there on my own one day. And
you didn't break
you
it.
could see the city skyline from there. You could see Sears Tower, John Hancock, Trump Tower. You could see all that from the 3rd-story level there on the roof.
I want to go to Gettysburg and I want to go to Salem.
As in the Salem witch trials?
Yeah, in Massachusetts. Yeah.
Oh no! Don't tell me that, Brenda. I'm trying to not go to all these places when I'm heading out there in 2 days. You know what?
Brenda, have you already gone there or no?
No.
Hey Steve, here's an idea. Spoiler for Brenda.